Listening live to KCOU 88.1 FM here in Columbia, Missouri. I'm Austin Wright. Alongside me is Grayson Rainey. And we've got some great action here for Missouri men's Tigers basketball. Central Michigan Chippewas. You go ahead and do the honors of taking the ball up the court for the Tigers again here. Passing it over quickly to Amari Davis. Keeping it on the outside, the Tigers are. They find an open Ronnie DeGray, the third. Just hits off the front iron for a corner three, but he gets his own rebound and puts it in. Mizzou scores yet again. These second chance points for the Tigers are really helping them out today. 9 so far now on the day. Now looking for room. Jerron Coleman does a nice step back move, getting away from Central Michigan, but it clangs off. But a nice offensive rebound again from the Tigers. And now swung into the middle, shot from the free throw line. Amari Davis couldn't get it, but another offensive rebound with Ronnie DeGray getting this one. Central Michigan misses another. Mizzou still leads 58-50 now. 8-point lead, 7 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the second half. Shot on the outside corner by Ronnie DeGray. Doesn't go in, but a nice rebound and score there for Yaya Kita. Points as Miroslav Staff can't find a bucket in the middle. He swings it over to Jack Webb on the outside. He misses a three. Picked up there by Oscar Lopez Jr., and he lays it in quickly. But Mizzou forces this one straight down the middle, and Kobe Brown gets a layup, and it's in. 64-58 now. Jerron Coleman now pushes it up, pops a three, couldn't quite get there, air ball, but quickly rebounded there by Ronnie DeGray, who lays it in. What a great play there by Ronnie DeGray, who's been all over the court thus far for the Tigers. He now has 13. But now the Chippewas have this one in their own side of the court. Miroslav Staff, the big man in the middle, shoots another shot right there on the low block and gets it in. 64-62. This one is close. A minute 20 remaining here with Central Michigan's Jermaine Jackson Jr. pushing it up the floor. He takes a shot on the outside wing, and he nails it. 72-68. Central Michigan said they're not out of this one. Kobe Brown, as it's now given over to Coleman again. It's a shot by Amari Davis in the corner three, but a putback is made by Kobe Brown. And just what the doctor ordered, another basket there by Kobe Brown, who's come alive. He now has 10 points here in the game, almost nearing a double-double with 9 rebounds here. And your Missouri Tigers lead 74-68 over Central Michigan with 38 seconds remaining here in the second half. Jermaine Jackson Jr. tried to pass that one and couldn't hold on to it. Now Kobe Brown dribbles it up the floor and will hold on to it and make time run out.
That should do it.
And that should do it. Your Missouri Tigers will go on to win 78-68 over the Central Michigan Chippewas in the first game of this 2021-22 season. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to KCOU Sports. You are listening live here at Mizzou Arena as the Missouri women's basketball team faces off against the Alabama Crimson Tide. And that was a big shot for Alabama to get going, and that's not something that Mizzou is wanting to start off with there, because Alabama, as we touched on earlier in pregame, they can certainly shoot the lights out as Lauren Hansen takes her own three and makes it in. A big shot there by the Tigers to get on the board. And if they want to stay in this game, Lauren Hansen will have to be the one to keep them in this one to keep up her production, just like she did against Vanderbilt, scoring 22. Death, taxes, and Haley Frank making a free throw. It's more than likely going to happen, because when you're shooting 89% from the line, you would almost certainly expect her to make those. And she did, back-to-back. Now Mizzou leads 8-5 here with 7 minutes left. Certainly so. And Frank with a big shot on the outside. Another three by Mizzou. A big bucket there to keep their momentum on their side. It's now 11-7 here with 6 minutes left. And, you know, when you see Haley Frank make shots like that, Mickey, that's when you know that Mizzou could be in a good position to win this game, because Alabama, they have their own big three-point shooters, and their own three-point shot just misses. But there's a bit of a scrum in the middle to get the ball by Alabama over there by Sarah Ashley Barker, but it goes just out of bounds off of Mizzou. And a big shot there by Aaliyah Nye misses, just barely pops out as well. Mizzou gets a good rebound. And now Haley True pushes back up over towards Lauren Hansen. Finding Frank down low on the block. She bullies her way into the middle, and she gets it. A big bucket there for Mizzou to keep the momentum on their side. 17-11 now. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Trying to find another outside shot here. Clearly Mizzou is. They have almost all 5 on the outside, but a good move on the inside by Sarah Rose Smith. a little backdoor pass. She gets a nice layup to make it 19-11. Loyal McQueen tries to make a nice move on the inside, but a travel is called. Mizzou will have one more opportunity to score before the second quarter begins. 5.9 remains on the clock here. As now we have Caitlin Gilbert pushing it up the floor, tries to get a shot, does not connect there at the end, but your score at the end of the first quarter is Mizzou 19, Alabama 13. And, Mickey, we've got ourselves a pretty good game here, and it's a very good start by the Tigers. Overall, Robin Pension's mentality here for this first quarter has been good, keeping the players as fresh as possible, putting in Ashton Judd as well as Caitlin Gilbert there to give her players a little more rest going into the second quarter. But thus far, we've really seen a complete effort by the Tigers. They've had a couple threes. They've made a couple of great opportunities on the inside, especially with Frank backing down defenders, Dembele with great dribble moves to try and get back into the paint. But overall, we've seen a great effort so far. But Alabama just seems to be a little bit lost out there in terms of trying to be connected on their passes. Low block move made over there by Aaliyah Nye. Didn't work out, but a rebound by Alabama gives it back to him. Another three here for Bama, and it is good. Sarah Ashley Barker makes this one, making it 21-17, a 4-point game already. Ashton Judd has been a great freshman to have on the team here. Fresh new blood, being able to have 19 steals on the year, that alone shows you how tenacious she is, just as we saw in that last possession. A big shot there by Frank on the outside. Couldn't get that one to connect, but who did we just mention? Ashton Judd gets that rebound, stays with Mizzou here, but Frank's being hounded by Alabama. As now Kelly tries to find somebody over by the elbow. She's still looking to give it back to Frank, who's double-teamed on the inside, makes a step back. Wow. A fadeaway shot there on the block, and Frank has got it. But now Alabama, can they find an answer again, as that shot is blocked down low by Caitlin Gilbert. Mizzou playing tenaciously on defense in any way that they can. Steals, now blocks even. Yeah. Alabama certainly has their hands full whenever they are on the offensive side of the court. Great game overall being played by Haley Frank, who has it on the low block. A shot there just short, but Missouri gets their own rebound. And a travel is called there on the freshman, Ashton Judd. She tried to get around the defender there on the wing, but just a few too many steps there by her. Alabama now has a chance. That's right. Hannah Barber's holding on to it at the Norm Stewart logo here in Mizzou Arena. As there's less than 10 seconds left, she gets the ball back. Hannah Barber does. Can't find anyone. There is an open three-pointer in the corner. That's a miss by Alabama. Doesn't matter. They get their own rebound, and that is in. Brittany Davis scores that one right as the buzzer sounds. It'll be 30-27 here. The Missouri Tigers still lead against the Alabama Crimson Tide. And overall in this first half, Mickey, it's been the Haley Frank show.
And Brittany Davis has really found her rhythm in the last couple of minutes here.
She certainly has. She's been the lifeblood of Alabama recently, shooting 50% on the floor, 5 of 10 already in this game. She's going to be the one to watch for as we go into the second half. Certainly as Alabama has struggled overall here in Mizzou Arena, as they've also been in foul trouble. Jada Rice has been the one on that end to actually disrupt them a lot. And we will have to see what can transpire in the second half, because we've got a great one brewing so far here in Columbia, Missouri. But you're still listening to KCOU 88.1 FM. We will be back momentarily after halftime.